Gen 9 OU has had a ridiculous amount of Pokemon bans so far, more than I've ever seen. Gen 9 has introduced so many overwhelming offensive Pokemon that dominate the game to an unhealthy extent, so it makes sense to ban them, to maintain a certain power level for OU. But there is an unfortunate side effect of this, and that is that a lot of Pokemon get stuck in a limbo, where they're too powerful to be allowed in OU, but not powerful enough to be very relevant in UUbers. There's always been a few Pokemon in this limbo state, but in Gen 9 this number is growing and growing, and there's actually enough Pokemon in here for it to be a tier of its own. So a lot of people have asked, why isn't there another tier between OU and UUbers for these Pokemon that are in between the OU and UUbers power level? The player KineSquared decided to make this idea a reality and has created UUbers, the tier between UUbers and OU. If you're not aware of how Smogon's tiering works, when a Pokemon falls below 4.52% usage in OU, it gets demoted down a tier to UU, and if a Pokemon falls below 4.52% usage in UU, it falls down to the tier below, which is RU, and so on. So in this new UUbers tier, all the Pokemon in UUbers that have a usage below 4.52% are allowed in this lower tier, and the Pokemon above that threshold are banned. So now those lesser seen legendaries like Zacian Hero Form and Palkia Origin can be used alongside the many powerful threats that had to be banned from OU, like Chi-Yu and Palafin. Finally, all those Pokemon in Limbo have a format where they can be relevant. Even some of the forgotten Arceus forms like Arceus Electric and Bug are usable here. Another quirk of this system is that some OU ranked Pokemon are actually banned from UUbers. Some of the most popular Pokemon in UUbers are OU Pokemon thanks to their valuable utility. Pokemon such as Great Tusk, Iron Treads, and Tinglu, for example. Since those Pokemon are above the usage threshold, they are banned from UUbers. This makes for a very unique metagame. Without the presence of those staple utility Pokemon, you have to get creative with some lesser seen options that wouldn't normally be popular, and it helps this metagame stand out from both OU and UUbers. So far, the #1 Pokemon in the format is Magearna, with a 56% usage. Magearna is even more powerful and popular than legendaries like Palkia Origin, Giratina, and Dialga. But this makes sense considering Magearna's great defensive typing and diverse move pool. It has valuable utility with options like Spikes, Thunder Wave, and Volt Switch to pivot. And of course its offensive capabilities are excellent too. Zacian Hero, Cyclizar, and Palkia Origin have also shown themselves to be metagame staples so far. This is a community-led metagame, so there's no official ranked ladder for it on Pokemon Showdown. But there is a community Discord and a Swiss tournament for the format that you can sign up for if you're interested. I'll link all that in the description and the pinned comment. I took a look at some of the sample teams and thought that this Rain team looked really fun. Male Basculegion is banned since it's above the usage threshold, but female Basculegion with Last Respect is perfectly legal and very powerful. This team is a good showcase of the identity of UUbers. All these Pokemon that wouldn't really have a place anywhere else now have a tier where they can shine. Let's try this team out and see how this format feels in action. Shout out to Chompy as well, who also made a video about UUbers. I'll link that in the description. Like this video and subscribe to ensure that the dangerous Iron Mugulis stays far away from the UUbers format. Thank you. We've got one of my most hated Pokemon, the Emu. Waged war on my country. I will never forgive such a thing. And we have Shaman Sky. Gonna flinch me to death. I'm gonna be furious about it. Cyclizar gonna shed tail. I'm in big trouble, is what I think is the takeaway here. And this is interesting because I think I'm gonna lead off with the Zacian to try and get the jump on the Cyclizar. But this Cyclizar might be scarfed and I'm just in big trouble. And there's nothing can be done. What if I click Trailblaze? No, that's not smart. What's the best thing to click here? Probably close combat mid-grounds most things if you go for a fast shed tail. So I'm going to go for a close combat. And it does hit this Magearna incoming as well. That 2 hits, wow. Let's go Zacian. Let's go Zacian Hero. Are you going to Terra to resist? No. We're just going to get a KO on Magearna. That's powerful. My Palkia Origin's pleased about that. No more Fairy type to prevent certain things. Getting the jump on Cyclizar early was an intelligent choice. We got 412 speed, if you can believe it. Now this Pokemon right here is going to protect in order to actually gain speed boost, so I think I should exit. What are you going to do? Terra Fairy? Probably. If I were to crunch here, you're probably going to Terra Fairy. And I'm in huge trouble. So therefore I should probably make my rain. I should probably Aqua Jet you to defeat you with my Basculegion female. That sounds smart. Yes, I'm going to go Pelipper on what I believe is going to be a Protect. You just calm-minded. Whoa, I would have just crunched you though. Oh gosh, I've been mind-gamed. I was so frightened of the emu. You see what happens when the emu rears its head? This is international trauma happening to me right now. We're gonna... Oh gosh, okay, well. Let's, you know, U-turn. I hope you don't sub here and I'm screwed. You're gonna... No, you could Protect, not sub. That's fine. We're gonna now U-turn. And Stored Power will KO. That's okay, I suppose. I got the Pterodactyl Zacian. I'm gonna try something crazy. Oh, I thought you would Protect, though! I thought you would Protect first to gain an extra speed boost for the extra damage. I didn't think you would do it. I didn't want to Pterodactyl straight away because it would give myself away. It would give myself away. I thought I was representing Pterodactyl right there. Okay, well, I hope this KOs then. I don't have anything else. But this time you're going to Protect, of course. You didn't. You didn't Protect. I don't know why. You can see what I'm locked into and then save your guy and go, okay, well, we're back in the game. We're back in the game, folks. Basculegion is entered. Though I have limited rain turns left to take advantage of, but I'm hoping Palkia Origin helps me out here. It's a Shaman Sky on the field. I'm going to go to Thunderous, I think, because I resist all of your attacks, don't I? Well, Seed Flare's doing large damage. Okay, well, I might be in massive trouble. Just between us. But maybe you miss Seed Flare? No, an Air Slash gets me. What a powerful Pokemon this is, my gosh. Alright, well. It's up to you, Palkia Origin, to live ahead and not get flinched, I suppose. It's up to you to... I got in my own head with this one. I didn't think various things. I thought you would... Oh, you went for Seed Flare and not Air Slash. I feel like that's a misplay. I believe that's a misplay. I think you should have gone for the flinch chance to 2-hit KO me. That's a 60% chance to flinch on that, isn't it? Let me refresh my memory. It certainly is. 60% flinch. That was a 60% chance to get me. Here's Urshifu. Sucker Punch? What are you clicking? Trailblaze. Oh god. Oh dear. I'm in such trouble. I'm in such trouble right now. This is bad. We can Earth Power you? We can in fact Earth Power. Oh, in comes Cyclizar. Not expected. I didn't expect that. Okay, I'm just gonna Earth Power. You've taunted. And for what? You're gonna Rapid Spin for speed, though. You're gonna Guave Berry. Little did I know that that was happening. Rapid Spin again for what? Arceus fighting, but it's trying to trick me. That's Arceus Fire. You absolute you know what. Okay, I'm gonna go Basculegion then. On the Arceus Fire. His Dragon Dance. Am I gonna perish? I think I live... Well, what are you gonna click? I'm gonna click Liquidation. I don't think... I think I'm gonna click Liquidation. We're gonna go Liquidation. And it all comes down to this, folks. It all comes in... Because you're gonna Trailblaze, obviously. You're gonna Trailblaze. Should I therefore go Arceus Grass? No, I should not. We're gonna just... Liquidation? This is down to the damn wire. And I just need to hope that Arceus Grass lives this hit and KOs with Earth Power. It's all down to the end. I think I've got it. I think I've done it. That was very close. That was also a very fast-paced game. GG to Xpoc Vivo. Thank you for playing. That was fun. Very fast-paced metagame for sure. It's exciting, it's fun, it's intense. That's my first impression anyway. And maybe defensive gameplay will develop more and there'll be more variety of styles as the tier progresses. It's still very early. But thank you for watching, everyone. I'll catch you later. Thank you to the patrons for your continued support. And thank you as well to everyone who has donated to the prize pool for this tournament.
Whoa! KO by one hit! It scattered the light!
The money got different.